Yo, it's good. First video I'm doing all day. I was I was gonna do one. I want to say, I think it was around like dinner time, and I didn't do it because work got busy. Anyways, I just thought to myself, yo, you know what's nuts? COVID was 6 years ago almost. Cause let's see, today is the 29th, which is insane. Like it's the last. There's like 2 more days left in the year. And right around this time, 6 years ago, everyone was hearing about COVID. Fast forward now, can't believe it's 6 years later. Yo, the lockdown was one of the most fun times I ever had in my life. I went from working like an animal to just staying home and doing nothing. Like when I say nothing, like I was just locked in the house because I took it seriously. It wasn't like, well, clearly everyone took it seriously to a certain extent. But I remember being locked down, and even I remember going to like what's it called? Going to like get booze one night. Like I would say this was like probably a month or a month and a half into the lockdown, not even 2 months. And I went to go get booze, and everything was closed, and it was like 8 o'clock at night type shit. And I remember asking the cop, I'm like, dude, because I saw a cop on the road, like pulled over. I'm like, yo, is there any liquor store open? He's like, nah, man, everything's locked down. Reminiscing on COVID, dude, it was pretty crazy if you think about it. And then wearing a mask. I remember, oh yeah, that's when I was very on point with food shopping, because I used to go to like somewhat close to where I live, right? There's like a Costco, there's a Walmart, and then at the time there was a 24/7 shop. Right? I don't know if they still have the hours, but I remember waking up dumb early, like this, like 3 in the morning. I'm lying, maybe 4 in the morning, 4:30, and I would go to the shop, right? And after the shop, right, Walmart would open at 6. So I'd go to the Walmart and then wait for Costco to open. And then I would also, oh yeah, there's a butcher too. So I would go to the butcher. But just looking back on shit was wild. I'll never forget being in, just before the lockdown, being in Home Depot. And I saw a guy with a mask, and I felt so sketched out. Like no bullshit. I was like, why is this guy wearing a mask? I wasn't against it. I was just like, dude, this is fucking real. Looking back, like COVID, if you didn't, well, who didn't experience COVID? But to see someone in a store wearing a mask, like when it's just 6 years ago, now you could be in a store wearing a mask, and people will have their own judgment, or judge you for it, or they won't judge you. But back then, it was like abnormal to be wearing a mask in stores. I remember seeing that at Home Depot. I was like, what the fuck is really going on? Fast forward, when we got out of COVID in 2021, I remember driving to Florida to go see my family. And down south, bro, people were giving me dirty looks when I was wearing masks inside the store. I never forget. I forgot what I may have been in the Carolinas. I stopped to get gas, and I was like, you know what? Let me go use the bathroom. Dude, I walk in to like the gas station. Bro, I was getting like dirty looks for wearing a mask. The mask shit was like, it was. I feel like some people were against it, and then some people were like, it were with it. You know what I'm saying? So it was weird. And I think it was weird because it's like if you weren't wearing it, and then you had people that were like so against it, like, oh, I shouldn't have to wear a mask indoors. My thing is like I wasn't against it. I just wore it. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't for it, and I wasn't against it. I just wore it. I didn't have a problem with it. But you do have those people that did have a problem with it, that got into like fights and shit. I don't want to say fights, but tell you right now, when that whole thing happened, there's no way you could walk in the store around where the fuck I live and not have a mask on. Like back then, to think like if you did that, you had balls, which is wild if you think about it. Like that's not having balls. It's just I don't want to say it's not